if you give me a client that has an SI joint problem, it's a reflex for a therapist to say, how do I manage an SI joint problem? But I think what we do is we don't say, how do I manage an SI joint problem? We ask the question, how do I make better emergences in the future in the system? Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
It's a difference between pretending to understand the kinetic chain and pretending to understand how to connect the dots versus understanding that in a complex system like a human being, where, at the level of the molecular structure, there's complexity and there's interrelationships between molecules that number in the trillions, right? There's trillions of different emergences that occur at a molecular level. Now you back up to the cellular level and you have a trillion more different emergences. There's millions of molecules in every cell doing millions of things. And I think if I could put someone into a cell for a second and you can see the amount of chaos occurring in a cell, and how all of these things are bouncing off each other with really no, there's no way to track these things. That's the whole idea of complex emergences, where you have too many variables in play. And then you bring that out to a tissue level, and then you bring that out to a articulation functional level. And what you start to realize is that you don't have access to the answer. You only have access to the manipulable determinants of the system. And I don't know if I'm going too far, but do you understand where I'm trying to get with this? So an example would be when someone has an SI problem, that SI problem cannot be managed outside of the fact that they also have a lack of internal hip rotation and they have a lack of segmentation between L3 and L5, right? Or S and S1, meaning that it doesn't matter what you do to the SI joint. The fact is that that SI joint is living in a system that doesn't allow healthy emergences of movements or healthy emergences of solutions to movement problems. And that's where I think the difference is, where we're actually looking at the system, understanding why the anatomy is what it is, what the actual intention of the anatomy is, and then we're yelling at people to treat and train the system, not the problem that you identified.